How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Galacticare. I hope you're having a good one. I'm excited to be back, and I've realized something. I've realized who Heel reminds me of. Heel, by the way, the robot that occasionally talks to us. I've realized that Heel reminds me a lot of Codsworth from Fallout 4, who I was convinced was voiced by John Cleese. Turns out Codsworth is apparently not voiced by John Cleese, and also isn't voiced by the same voice actor in the Fallout TV show either. I can't remember the name of the guy that does voice him, but I think he was in a show called, was it What We Do in the Shadows or something like that? It was. I have no idea. I might be completely off base on that one, but regardless, yeah, that the Heel reminds me a lot of Codsworth from the Fallout games, and honestly, that's a pretty good vibe to have for a character, so I'm very much okay with that. Anyway, it seems we have a little bit of work to get done. We are in the process of rejuvenating something. I can't remember exactly what it was, not gonna lie to you, but we have got a phone call, a hollow call, we have a transmission.
We request ape help with Visage private problems. Our roots must perform the divergence, and our progeny wait in the world lines, delayed too long. Mollusk brain help, and then vibrations happen.
I'm afraid I'm rather at a loss, Director.
Heel? I think they're saying they want to visit the Dreamarium and then get shaken around in a centrifuge.
Mary, you don't know what those words mean.
Correct for the medi-machine mind. Great pain happens now. I arrive soon for and then baby to happen twice.
Everyone has gone utterly mad.
All right, so I'm assuming, basically, we're going to have a whole bunch of these guys show up, the Visage, and they're going to want to go into a Dreamarium and then a centrifuge. We also have this place absolutely filthy right now. We got a lot of people complaining about that. So let's go to Baz and see if we can't, unfortunately we can't, get a free medbot, but I will get a couple of them. I'm also considering a cleanliness beacon. It's going to let me keep the area clean without having to have medbots go in there. I don't think I need any of this stuff. I don't think we need a loam gate, although a loam gate would be nice. It would bring people in here a little bit more regularly. So I don't know. Maybe we do go for a loam gate. Maybe that is the play. I think that's what we go for. I think we go for the loam gate. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I mean, over here has a whole bunch of space. I don't know if I like this as a whole bunch of space for a loam gate, but regardless, let me get the cleanliness beacon, which has a pretty good range on it, actually. It unfortunately can't go in the middle. I mean, it can go there, but that seems like a really major waste of space. I'm kind of thinking that maybe what we do is we get rid of this bench, and I think we get rid of this bench as well. I think we move this toilet and we put it somewhere like this. I think we can put the cleanliness beacon right in the middle between all of that, and that has a pretty good range on it. It'll keep that whole space clean. And I think just for the sake of symmetry, we go ahead and get ourselves another toilet on the other side, and that seems pretty good. I don't think we need to go too crazy doing much else with that. I think that's fine. When it comes to everything else, we do have the Medibots, so we'll put 2 more of those down just to help with things. And I guess that leaves us with the telepad. We have 1 down here. We have 2 in here. I really don't think we need a 3rd anywhere or a 4th anywhere right now. And then the loam gate itself, like I said, I mean, it's not huge, admittedly. So I could probably justify putting it down here or in front of one of these doors might be an option as well. I guess the middle of this whole space is also technically an option if I start moving some benches around, which maybe that is what we do. Maybe this bench can move to, say, that spot right there. And then the loam gates, I mean, it can go, I guess, like that. If it goes this, yeah, you know what? I kind of like it that way. I don't know if people can get around that. I hope they can, but that's going to bring more people into the hospital. And I suppose that's sort of what we're looking for. Can I, by any chance, get another one of these guys in here? Of course not. I could put it this way, but I don't think I will. I'm almost thinking that we do a bunch of benches along this back wall here instead. So let me move you. And what we'll do is put it right about here. I'm going to move this one to right about here. And I'm going to see if I can duplicate you and get another one just by the That's actually exactly what I'm looking for. So we'll rotate you around, put you right about there. I don't think I'm going to get any directly across from this. Unfortunately, yeah, that's going to be the case. I could, I suppose, put one there just for the sake of it, just so we have that extra bit of seating. And I really don't want one floating out like that, so I'm not going to bother. I think that's probably going to be enough seating for that little corner. I think that'll be all right. Down here is doing just fine as well. So let's go ahead and run things. I really didn't need to pause there, but it's what I do. It's what I do every single time. And I've also just realized that we've, oh my God, hold on a minute, get rid of all of those. I've put a loam gate down with no check-in stuff nearby. That is also, you seem to be stuck. Yeah, let's move this. And I'm almost thinking it could go down here by check-in if I just take out a bunch of the benches, which admittedly, these benches don't really get used all that often. I've noticed people don't really seem to queue for the reception area. So if we take those out, the loam gate itself could go basically right there. And I think that's fine. And then the telepads, I might end up using, I might end up using both of them here just for the sake of symmetry. So if we go into my inventory, I can sort of rotate this around a little bit. I can put one over on this side again, just for the sake of symmetry. And I guess that's just going to bring more people into the hospital, and then they can teleport to wherever they want to go to. And then this space up here, I just rearranged all these benches for basically absolutely nothing, which that's fine. We'll not worry too much about it. I'm also realizing I could do this and get kind of an interesting look on these things, which I'm sort of okay with. I don't mind that. I kind of like the purple strip across there. That's pretty good. All right, so we have to treat our roots, whatever that means. I'm assuming you? Are you who I'm, you know what? I've kind of got no idea who we're treating. Why? Oh, wait a minute. Are you? Oh, am I going to get another consultant that has a hat? I love that. Oh, I love that. That's so good. Okay. So what do I need to do with you? You're going to need to be diagnosed, then dramarium, then centrifuge. So let's prioritize you so that you do get seen to in a timely manner. And I suppose, just because I did take away some benches down here, probably not a terrible idea to get something like this. And then maybe, no, I'm not going to do one on that side. I don't think we need to, but I think a little bench right there is kind of nice. And honestly, I might go around just dotting a few more benches at the ends of all of these things here. I think that's kind of cool looking. I really do. I think it's really neat looking.
I'm afraid I have little experience with the Visage life cycle. I'll ask Mary if he can find some soothing drinks for you.
And thanking you.
Okay, so what's interesting to me, we've also just got a human anatomy decoration. Okay. What's interesting to me is I think the implication here is that the Visage is going to be soothed in a dramarium and then go into a centrifuge to give birth, which if you think about what a centrifuge does, in that it spins things around at high speed, it just, I really hope someone's got like a baseball mitt is kind of where I'm going with this. Like there's someone just stood there with the thing outstretched, ready to just kind of be like, you know, to catch whatever comes out of that centrifuge. That's kind of where I'm at with this. Yeah, I have some concerns about what we're about to see. This game has been very, very strange thus far. We have eldritch horrors that are treating, like, look at this. It's just shaking him. It was just violently shaking him. Okay. All right. I don't know. Oh, wait, did you just... Please shake the baby. I did hear that right. Please shake the baby now. I don't... Okay. Hey. Oh, this has the Robo Doctor as well. Oh, no. Oh, I don't know how to feel about this. Oh, no. Why? Okay, I'm just gonna speed it up a little bit. I don't know why you're just standing there. That's making me really uncomfortable. I'm kind of hoping that... Wait, time remaining 5 seconds. Why are you just... Oh, negative... Okay, I think it has... I think it might have actually broken... Oh, no.
A relief provided and anxieties at the loss. Thank you for the new lines, which only now become possible now from you. The team selves to farm, returning now and to help.
A farewell to you now, briefly as strangers. To know you again with differences in time someday. Recovered now from catastrophe as friend to Galacticare. Grateful for them. Dr. Cora Orion, to whom speaking would happen well.
Yes, as you say.
I have no idea about... Oh, look at you. Look at you. Okay, so we've just had a bunch of people die. So you died in Diagnosis 4 because of malpractice. You died while waiting. That's got me quite concerned, actually. So you, I think, were in Diagnosis. So we will... Oh, yeah, okay, you don't like that. We'll confirm you for Diagnosis. I think that's probably fair enough. We actually have a couple of doctors that are ready for some expertise. You're working in a Dramarium right now, so we'll specialize you. We have you working in Diagnosis, so we will specialize you. We have another one working in a Skin Lab, so we will get you specialized in Skin Lab. And we have you working in Parasitology, so we'll specialize you in Parasitology, so that you're hopefully a little bit better. We have a bunch of staff en route. We have a couple of dead patients, which isn't exactly ideal, but it's just kind of how things go. It's fine. We've got the Manibots coming down here to clean up the death, which is a whole thing. Wait, are you working here now? Oh, you are. Okay. Wait, that's one of the baby. Okay. All right.
To join to Galacticare now, to work in gratitude for Visage and Visage healing. Experience developed, shared with us unconsciously. Affected by mood, by thought. All feelings shared in joy and suffering.
I love that the age is 47 seconds. Does that... I need to know. Does that change if I... Can I see that info anywhere again? Because if I could, that'd be hilarious. I'm also assuming that if I get 5 stars in this hospital, yeah, I do get another outfit right there, which, to be fair, we're pretty close. We're 4 and a bit. So we might want to have a look at this and figure out what we need to do to get 5 stars sooner than later. So currently, treatment quality sucks. That's a bit of a problem. The patients will be happier if treatment quality goes up. My staff are relatively happy. Spacious rooms is something that we have people looking for. Upgraded rooms could be better as well. We have a need for more curious decorations as well. So the curious decorations is easy. Upgraded rooms is all right. Throughput will go up with, I think, treatment quality? Maybe? I don't really know. We might want to look at some of the queues. Let's have a very quick look around and see how we're doing. So there's 8 people in queue for that diagnosis room. There's 2 there. There's 5 there. So diagnosis is really struggling. There's a lot of people coming through, and it's proving to be a bit of a problem. So I kind of wonder, given that we have a centrifuge here and a boning chamber here, could I move those, at least one of them, into this space and get another diagnosis room? That might be a good idea. That might not be a bad idea at all. So this room, for example, I think it's centrifuge 1. I think I'm just going to delete it is what I'm going to do. And we'll go through here and delete the benches that were in front of it as well. I can get another diagnosis room in there, at least 1 more. I don't think I can get 2. I might have to get rid of this diagnosis room as well, and also the toilet back there. But what I think we'll do is get ourselves another centrifuge. So it's going to live, basically, if I could rotate, it's going to live, I think my mouse is falling apart. I think that's why I can't rotate properly. It's going to live right here, which gives us a little bit of a choke point, but I'm sort of okay with that. This actually would be another space for diagnosis as well. But I think what we'll do is we will put the door right about there. The centrifuge itself can go there. And I'm not really wanting to use the holodoc emitter. I'd kind of like to avoid that. So I'm just going to Get some generic decorations in the back here. We do have a need for curious decorations. We do have a human skeleton, which, I mean, it's definitely curious as far as decorations go. So I'll put the human skeleton in the corner there just because it's a bit different. We'll put the ode skeleton in the other corner since that's a little bit different. And I guess I don't really want to put brain models anywhere, but I think that's definitely going to count as curious. In terms of other decorations, let's just do Transport Tycoon as a poster right here. And that should be fine. We're going to have to get someone to work in that room at some point, but I think we can also get rid of these benches just to free up some space and then throw maybe just a long bench on the wall right there. And maybe one just over here as well. In fact, maybe a couple of these guys on that wall just to really give them some options in terms of their seating. Now, when it comes to my inventory, I do want to upgrade things. The Tenki do want things to be upgraded, and I have a little bit, I can't remember what the currency is called, but I do have enough to make at least one thing. So let's do a technique monitor. I can make 2 of them actually, and we can go and basically just get ourselves a couple of those. So what I think we'll do is put a technique monitor into this diagnosis room, and I think we'll put a technique monitor into, we already have something in that one, so we'll put technique, oh that's, I don't think we need it for a consultant. Where else can I put this? Does this room have anything? It doesn't look like it, so we'll just put it into this room as well, and that should be fine. So that's a couple of upgraded rooms, which is great. Let's get rid of you, and let's get rid of the trash can here as well. And then my thinking is essentially, if I grab this room and copy it, I can put it there. And then if I grab this room and delete it, I can basically just move it to this little space right here. And that seems pretty solid. And then my thinking is I can get another one and I could put it somewhere like this. And then obviously we'd have to ever so slightly expand the room to include this corner, because otherwise it's a really weird looking space. But I'm all right with that. I think that's okay. We might have to get rid of the window on the other office, which I'm completely fine with doing, or we just move it to this side and then maybe move the one of the cabinets to somewhere else. So maybe the cabinet goes to right about there. We can put this one underneath the window, and that seems fine. So that's another diagnosis space, which is pretty good. We can go in there with some more curious decorations. Maybe a nice human brain could live in this corner. I think that's fair enough. Maybe a human skeleton as well can live right about there with some kind of I don't know, some kind of plant next to it is kind of what I'm thinking. Let's put this right about there. That seems good though. That seems like a good spread. And then I can go in as I usually do with some benches. So a bench right about here. We'll get a little small bench right about here. And I think that's probably enough. We are going to need some people to work in these spaces. We're going to need to hire someone that can do diagnosis. So Lydia, congratulations, you are hired. We're going to lock you to that room. And hopefully that's going to improve things just a little bit. Now, what have we got in terms of, what is that? A loam horn. Drop this in the ground to instantly call the merchant to your hospital. Okay. Did I already have this? Or am I thinking of something else? I have no idea. Either way, we have that as a thing. We got an extra Medibot as well, which is great. So we'll go in and drop down the Medibot. And I guess this is just a description of what the loam horn is. I'm also able to make more things here, I've just realized. So let me get more upgrades. Let's go for more technique monitors, since that seems like the best thing we can have. And what we'll do is just continue to put them in the diagnosis rooms. So anyone doing diagnosis can hopefully get better. I don't know if we want it in a consultant's room though.
Director, I've received another update from Ms. Orion's research on the blight which has struck the farm. Based on her models, we can produce 2 distinct products, and this new one will require bones as an ingredient.
Requires bones as an ingredient. I don't know how I feel about that. That sounds like...
I saw a photo of him floating around, and it made me really, really mad for some reason. Did you change something?
No, Betty, nothing at all to worry about. Besides, the photo nymphs are utterly harmless, unless ingested. Consider them our friends. Director, I may have accidentally revived Medi's wartime programming. Additionally, it seems a recent shipment of cork was infested with photo nymphs. They've bred in the cans and their offspring are now floating about. You can collect them to add them to our stockpile.
Okay. I have no idea. Wait, what is it? That's a photo nymph. Collect it to add to stockpile. Oh, that's the thing in the top right that we're doing. Okay, so can I just go around and grab a whole bunch of these? Because that sort of seems to be what it's implying. I don't remember why we're storing them. I'm not gonna lie, I've ever so slightly already forgotten, but there's a whole bunch of them here that I'm absolutely going to grab. And then down this way, it doesn't look like there's too many. So that's pretty good. We're up to 47 of them. I'm all right with that. The diagnosis queues seem to have dropped kind of considerably, which is great news. Quite a bit of a queue on this place, but I think, yeah, that's for the canisters. Do I want to get more? So all of these guys, you're set up to focus on the photo nymphs, your photo nymphs as well, your canisters, your photo nymphs, and maybe, so you don't have priorities. So this one isn't actually getting anything. Let's focus on canisters in there as well, so that we can split the canisters across 2 of these rooms, which I think is fair enough. And then when it comes to diagnosis, what can you can specialize in anything, which is kind of wild. Okay, that's good to know. I'm glad we can do that. And I guess it's the same for most of the rooms as well. So that's something we're probably want to keep that in mind. I've also just noticed we're very close actually to 5 stars. Throughput has gotten much better. Health has improved. Patients are happier. Staff are happier. Desires, on the other hand, still not that great. Upgraded rooms is better, but not amazing. Curious decorations is better, but not amazing. So why don't we go ahead and we'll run the game at sort of half speed for a second, just so so it progresses, but I don't get interrupted nonstop. And let's get some skeletons. In fact, can I see the overlay for decorative lens? Okay. So I can see sort of what these different decorations are going to do, I think. So with that in mind, where would I want to put a skeleton? I'm kind of thinking here. I don't think this bench gets used all that much, so we'll go for that. What is this overlay? I don't think it is one. And we'll do a skeleton right about there. And that does actually improve things quite nicely. I don't think people are going to love the fact that there's a skeleton right there, but you know, it's fine. Bio canisters, I think we'll pass. We'll do the big open sign just to be a bit different. On this side, I think we'll do the ode skeleton again, just to sort of change things up a little bit. That gives us a lot of curious decoration in this this middle space, which is lovely. Nothing in here though, which kind of has me thinking that maybe this bench goes away and we do, oh, that's perfect. That can go right there. Okay, so that's much better in terms of our decorations. We have a little bit going on over here. We don't have too much around this space. I would like more decorations, more curious things that I can put on the walls, honestly. That's something I think we're really lacking. And looking at it, it doesn't look like there's, no, there's a parasite window. Okay, I don't know if I don't know if I want a parasite window. That doesn't sound all that appealing, to be quite honest with you, but you know what? It looks like it can go on a wall. It's a window, so I'm assuming that's where it goes. Let's just, for the time being, I guess, we'll put this thing right about here, and that'll give us more curious decoration in that space. We also just got, what was it, tanky skeletons, which are made of metal, apparently. That's not Terminator looking at all. Oh, wow. That's, I kind of wondered what the fire was there for a second, get really concerned. All right, I'll tell you what, let's get rid of this bench, which is about to be used, and replace it with some tanky anatomy, just so that we can have a little something in here as well. So now, if we go and have a look at our rating and look at desires, curious decorations have been sorted out. We're up to 10 of 12 of those. We are so close. We're at 4.9 stars. So upgraded rooms is kind of the big one. Spacious rooms is seriously lacking. I don't think we're going to do that. I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't, unless I go around just rebuilding everything. It's probably not going to happen. But I mean, what else can we do? I guess just upgrade the rooms. But I don't really have the ability to do that. I don't have the materials to make stuff. So, I mean, we might be waiting a little while. We're getting close though, which is good. We'll also just grab a bunch of these guys, which I realize pausing the game to get them is kind of the easiest way to do it, but slowing it down is definitely another way to do it. Anyway, what has Baz got for me? We have a free cleanliness beacon. I'll absolutely take that. I'm going to take the efficiency regulator since we can afford it. I'm not getting hollow dock emitters. I think we'll get another cleanliness beacon. I think we'll spend quite a bit of money here, actually. I think that's good. So we'll check out with all of that. I don't know if this counts as upgrades or anything like that, but at the very least, the efficiency regulator is going to be great. So we will put this thing. Can I get it back in that corner? I absolutely can. So it's going to go back there. The cleanliness beacon honestly doesn't really seem like something we urgently need, but I think it can live right here to keep that space clean. The critter catcher, I'm thinking can go probably here. Again, it doesn't seem like it's essential. And I'm kind of thinking we do another cleanliness thing. Maybe, can I really not do it right in the middle there? That's really unfortunate. That kind of sucks. We'll do it over here, I guess. It's not really necessary, but we'll go for it anyway. And we'll see if that counts as upgrades or what exactly it does. I've really got no idea, but that's all right. If it doesn't count as an upgrade, it doesn't count as an upgrade. It's not the end of the world. Now we do have a critical queue. Really? There's 12 people wanting in there. Okay. I might want to spend some money on extending the hospital just ever so slightly. So let's see. Do I want to go down here? I don't think I do. I think I want to go up here. So let's just grab this zone. In fact, I could probably afford both of them, but we'll just grab the one. And I suppose we can try to, what do you even, so hold on a minute. What is this? So it's a treatment canister. Is this just because, oh, it's the bone meal ones, isn't it? Okay, that's horrifying, but all right. So if I copy you, where can I get a couple of these things? Because that's kind of the goal, is to just keep them all in sort of a single location. So I can do one there. I can do another one here. And I guess I really don't think I need a third one, but I'll do a third one here. We have that little space next to it where I'm sort of thinking, can I get a staff room or something? I don't have one that I can copy and paste, so I'm gonna have to build one, which is, I mean, that's fine. And I'm also kind of thinking that maybe this one goes away. So maybe we demolish this room and then come in here with another diagnosis space, which at this point I think is probably the right call for this entire part of the hospital. It's basically diagnosis and parasitology exclusively. And I'm sort of all right with that. Now, in terms of recruitment, we have Rock here, who would prefer a slightly larger room, I'm sure. So we will edit the room and just extend it a little bit. I don't know if that counts as spacious or not, but that's what we're going to go for. And apparently I also need to put one of these guys down. So we'll do that over in that wall. Do we have two of those in there? Can we get two of those in there? I don't know if I can. I don't think I can. I'm not going to do a hollow dock. I think that's kind of silly. We'll do this. We'll do this. And I'm going to put, let's see, this guy right underneath. Nope, not that guy right underneath the screen. Never mind. This one would go there, but I think honestly we're fine with this looking how it does. Maybe some kind of plant just to change it up a little bit. Maybe some kind of curious decoration. I don't know if we will do that. Maybe a tanky skeleton. Just to change it up a little bit. I think that was kind of cool. So that'll do. That's what we're gonna go for. Let me, you, buddy. I need you to go to that room is what I need you to do, because I designed it specifically for you. It's a little bit larger, so you stay in there. Now, when it comes to these spaces, we are gonna need to hire some more people. So what is this? This is the boning chamber. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone that can deal with the boning chamber right now. So we'll get Tim, we'll go and get Ursula, and we'll get Cornetta. You are all going to have to be specialized. We can also get some benches. Do I want to do these ones or do I want to do the double ones? I'm kind of thinking if I could fit multiple of the double ones in here, they'd be kind of great. But if I place this, I can't put one here, unfortunately. Although I guess what I could do is do something like this the entire way across. I can do this right at the end of them, and that's a decent amount of seating right there. But I can also just do... Wait, can I just do that? Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just put a bunch of them like this. It's not exactly the most elegant solution, but it definitely works. And then maybe at the end of those, we do whatever this new plan is. We get a little double thing for it there and there and there. That's nice and decorative so far. And then maybe, I don't know, put some of these things in here. I don't love these. We've talked about this. I think it's no secret that I don't love these things, but that seems good. That seems like a good amount of decoration. And I mean, the rest of this space is going to need a lot going on. It's going to need a lot more than what we have right now, but at the very least, we can do some kind of vending machine. We can do both of the vending machines and then maybe some kind of trash can right about here. I don't love that positioning though. It's kind of just thrown in there, isn't it? Do I only, I don't know if we need both vending machines. Can I just do the one? Also, can I change the color of this? Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I mean, of course I can, but I haven't been paying attention to the fact that I can repaint those. That's kind of cool. And then the trash can's exactly the same. We'll do red for the trash can. We'll move it over to, wait, why can't they access? It's very strange that they can't access the trash can properly unless I put it here. Let's do that and that'll be all right. That seems good in terms of decorations though. So let me lock all of these doctors to their respective rooms. Let me go ahead and get myself a new staff room, which is going to go right. Oh, it has to be 3 by 3. What can I put in there? Oh, I didn't think about this. I did not think about this at all. Maybe this room just gets extended. Maybe this plays into the idea that we're going to have some slightly larger rooms here and there, which I think is about all I can really do. So yeah, I think that's going to be the plan. So this thing is going to go, I want it to go in the middle. I think putting it right in the middle there is kind of cool. I'm not going to use a hollow doctor because I think that's kind of silly. We can do a cabinet right here. We can do a nice sort of long cabinet next to it. We can do the tall cabinet here. Maybe a tall cabinet right here as well. In terms of curious decorations, we'll do a human skeleton, I guess. That seems like a reasonable thing to have in here. And for art decorations, I kind of just want some rugs or something like that. So this guy right about there seems pretty good. And honestly, I don't mind that. I don't know if it actually counts as spacious, but it is definitely more spacious than what we had before. We have a bunch of canisters just sitting around right now, and hopefully they'll spread out to this as well. Although you are not the doctor that I assigned to that room. You are going to be locked to it though, because I guess you are qualified for it, but you're definitely not the doctor I was expecting to go in there. Also, related point, do I have any telepads? I do not. Can I make a telepad? How much does it cost? 300? No. Okay. We're going to be waiting for Baz to get here, I guess, is what we're going to be doing. Which is unfortunate. I was kind of hoping I could get away with making one of those, but I think this is going to be one of those missions, levels, whatever we're calling them. It's going to be one of those hospitals where I might just have to buy everything that I want.
A horde of Laxites has made its way inside the station, Director.
So, he says Laxites. Have we dealt with Laxites before? Are you bites patients and makes them need to go to the toilet? That's exactly what I thought they did. Okay, well, I'm kind of glad that we got the two toilets back here, and also the cleanliness beacon, because I get the feeling that's going to be needed. I really do. I really have a strong feeling that that's going to be kind of essential. Now you, Centrifuge 1, let's specialize you in that, since that's going to be pretty good for us. And we have you're on break right now. Okay. That's hopefully going to be fine. In terms of queues, we seem to be doing pretty well. In terms of the hospital rating, patients are hopefully going to get a little bit happier. Everything in here is sort of okay. The wait times are increasing though, which is a bit of a worry. And the desires, the upgraded rooms still kind of aren't really there. The spacious rooms I think is a little bit better. I think if we can get the upgraded rooms, that's what we're going to be looking for.
Consequences of not doing so, and they are unpleasant.
With deep friend attachment. With regret.
The racism is necessary.
I'm sure that something merely got lost in translation, Director.
That's... I don't know what I just heard. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I don't have any strong feelings one way or another about what I just heard there. That was kind of wild, is what that was. Oh man. Okay. Well, the good news is that we're up to 31% on rejuvenation. We're at 78 photo nymphs stored.
Friend Orion, visage known. Gift of fondness and for your brain. Liquid vegetables provided to you now. Perform shaking before provided to mouth aperture.
I had no idea that was you. That's very kind. Fast claps for you. I think that's how it goes. Director, I should have probably analyzed this before I drank it, but I think I've just ingested an immense dose of a very potent hallucinogen.
For your brain, then more like visage brain becoming. Gladly for you.
I've made a terrible mistake.
Director, I think I've identified the tiny enemies in question. A large group of parasitized patients have arrived, and they're infested with more than just photo nymphs. Our parasitology machines will be rather busy.
Okay, so we're going to be dealing with a lot of stuff, which is fine. We've got you ready to specialize in the boning chamber, which I'm absolutely here for. We also have Baz, who is hopefully not giving me anything close to what I was hoping for. I don't need a cleanliness beacon. I do need a medibot, I think, and I'll take that. We also might actually be able to make, and we can make a teleport pad, which is great news. So let's go ahead and put the telepad, I guess, right here. I probably want to build a new check-in space as well, now that I think about it. So I'll do the telepad here so people can teleport from over here into this part of the hospital. But I think we can also get away with essentially a new reception desk. Maybe two of them. Might not be a bad idea to just double up the double reception desk, to be quite honest. So I think that's what we'll do, is we'll just double this thing up, and that gives us a bunch of check-in space, which is great. I think we can go and do some kind of decoration here. Just give me everything so I can find the room dividers. And my thinking is we'll do the usual. We'll put the room dividers sort of on the sides there. We'll go for this just to be a little bit more interesting looking, and place a whole bunch of these guys sort of across the middle, right about there, with this one right in the middle there. I think that's fine. I think that kind of works out. In fact, can I, you know what? No, I'm not gonna sit and mess around with this. I don't need to. It is fine as it is. I'm gonna put the dividers here as well, just to sort of cap that off a little bit. And I wonder, unfortunately, I can't do lights. I think lights would have looked really cool here. So I'm gonna do this. We'll put some lights just like this. I don't really play around with the lights, but I think that looks kind of neat. And I guess if we needed benches, we could do, I might go for the small ones, but I think this, and I think this should be fine. That should be more than enough seating for that reception space. Should make this all a little bit easier to access if people need to go there with the telepad. And yeah, I'm sort of okay with this. We could also do some toilets back there if I really wanted to. We could do more benches back here if we need them, which I don't suspect we will. Although, I mean, this, yeah, it's mostly canisters over there, so I think we're fine. Let's, we'll go ahead and run things. This should make things quicker, though. This should make life a whole lot easier for us, which is exactly what we're looking for. Let me also get rid of these nymph things around here. And also some free money is something I'll never turn down. In fact, given how much money we have, I'm just gonna get a bunch of medbots.
Smiling happens thereafter, with apologies for friend corner, whose mind struggles with its newness.
Okay. Apparently we did a thing. Wasn't really paying attention to what it was, but we got a holodoc emitter, we got some lomite, we got craftium. That's the word I was looking for. Craftium.
The fertilizer so far, Director. Jazz hands shaking now. Hey, is the hospital crooked? I can't see straight lines. I'm going to take something for the nausea and sit in the shower for regeneration occurrence.
Okay, so Ms. Orion's hallucinating. That's probably not a problem at all, right? You know, the person that we get most of our new treatments from.
The station director.
The fertilizer can be boosted by shaking. Centrifuge shaking. Everything ought to be shaken. Milkshakes, thick shakes, fruit juice, coffee, maximetaphine, ayahuasca. It's all better shaken.
Okay. So we're going to, I guess, be taking a bunch of canisters over here to shake them.
But every time I fix a vending machine, it tastes like tractors.
I'll take this one, Director. Mary, I've been borrowing some of your cycles to process a design for the most powerful traction engine possible. Your mild synesthesia is perfectly normal.
Okay, if you say so.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this game. Let's see. We have, wow, this is a very, very busy corridor right here. It should be though. Right, that's kind of what we're looking for. I think my bots are having trouble navigating it though, which is actually a bit of a worry. I mean, at the very least, I think we're gonna have to make wider corridors in future. How are the queues looking? 2, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 2. We might need more skin labs. Interesting. I hadn't really thought about needing more skin labs, but I'll tell you what, since the queues are kind of rough, let me clone the, maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, I could, no. If we need more skin labs, which I'm getting the feeling we're going to, they're gonna have to go over into this space, is my thinking. And we do actually have some critical queues. Oh my God. Yeah, we need more. We need more Eldritch Horrors is what we need. I don't like that I'm gonna have to space these things out now and not have them all be in the same place, but honestly, that might be for the best based on what we're seeing here. So the Eldritch Horror, that is this thing, can live right there. We'll move this down a little bit. In fact, we'll put it on this wall. We can move this window to the front, which I don't think it's very happy about, or is it? Room is well decorated. Place more decorations if you, oh, 3 more tiles to make the room spacious. An optional at a room upgrade. Oh, I don't want to use hollow docks, but I think I'm going to, and I think I am going to make it spacious as well, just because we can. I think it's important. The window can be moved over a little bit. We'll move this thing sort of to a more, we just take everything out of here. In fact, yeah, we'll just take everything out of there and just decorate the room from scratch, which apparently I can't do. Okay. I guess we'll start that from, that's not what I'm looking for. We'll start that from scratch. In fact, we'll just build one from scratch. I don't know why I'm copying and pasting it if I'm going to completely change it. So it's going to be 4x4. Annoyingly, that's going to leave us with a, hold on, if that's, I don't, oh, you know what I might do? I'm going to make it wider in this direction, I guess. Why can't I place the tank? Do I have to place the door first? I do. Okay, that's what was going on with it. All right, so place this. So it is spacious, which is good. I'm thinking I can get, yeah, I can get a bunch of these in here, which is what I'm looking for. I don't want to use the hollow dock, but I think I do want the upgrade perk. So I'm going to place it anyway, even if I don't like it. And I think we'll do a window just to change it up a little bit. So the room is upgraded. We need 2 more decorations. I guess we could go for, I don't know, some kind of rug or something in here. Maybe this could go by the door, maybe a little square rug right by the door, something like that. So one more decoration and we're good. I'm thinking, let's see. I guess some little cabinets might be the way to go. Maybe we do, let's see, this guy. No, that's not really going to work the way I hoped it would. I guess we'll just do 1 and 2 and we'll kind of enclose that thing. That seems fine. So it's well decorated, it's spacious, it's upgraded. We'll confirm. We will copy, we will paste, and we will put the holodoc emitter in that corner as well. We will copy, we will paste, and we will confirm. And that one's going to need someone to work in there. So let's go for magma, because I think magma is going to be nice and happy that the room is actually spacious. So magma, can I borrow you and put you in there? And then we are going to lock you to the room where you should be nice and happy. So that's good. We have a bunch of canisters coming over here. I don't really want to prioritize canisters anywhere. In fact, I might just turn off all of my prioritizing in general, because that's part of why the queues over here are so big. Because the canisters... You know what? Hold on a minute. I have an idea. Let's prioritize the canisters here, and let's prioritize the canisters here, because I've realized that essentially, yeah, this works out. Hold on a minute. Are we not dealing with the? Are we not dealing with this anymore? The photo nymphs? Am I losing it, or have I copied the wrong room? No. So what do you? I can't prioritize the photo nymphs. You know what? It doesn't matter. We'll have these 2 rooms prioritize canisters. We'll have this one prioritize that bite thing. That way, a lot of the canisters will be drawn over this way. Now, if we look at the hospital rating and look at desires, upgraded rooms is much better. Spacious rooms is getting there. I think if I could do both of those, we're going to be in a really good place. Now, when it comes to crafting, I do have the ability to craft some things. So let's get a couple of technique monitors. And what we'll do is get a technique monitor in this room. And then I guess we'll get a technique monitor. Is this one already upgraded? I don't think it is. We'll do a technique monitor in here as well. And that's hopefully going to be good for us. We are going to need some benches by each of these guys. So we'll get some benches just across here. That way, any patients that come over this way will be nice and happy. And we've got to be close. That looks like 5 stars to me. It is 5 stars, right? Have we... Do I have to finish the hospital first? Oh, wow. Why have we got, like, so many messy area complaints? Good lord. You know what? Whatever. Baz, what do you got for me? You give me a free critter lure and a cleanliness beacon. You know what? Give me the beacon. And give me... do I want more upgrades? I think I do. I might as well. Give me another med bot as well. That should be great. All right. Let's go around. Let's get the subsonic dampener, which can live, hopefully, in here. Let me get a technique monitor, which can live right there. And a cleanliness beacon, which I guess can live... I want to put this somewhere that kind of makes sense. So I'm kind of thinking here for now. And that should keep the place nice and clean. Now, there's no way this, I mean, it is 5 stars. I just think I have to, I think when you complete the level and reach 3, 4, and 5 stars. So we have to beat the hospital, but we are now at 5 stars, which is great. So that makes me really happy. I don't know what the rewards are, but I'm happy about it.
Now expressed in the dead flesh of space friends. They come to you for medical taps and death. Is then avoided.
Well, this is odd. It looks like the next wave of patients have been involved in an industrial accident, rather similar to what affected Dorian Salazar's workers back during your orientation. I don't suppose it's out of the question that he could be involved in the farm's trouble somehow. I'll do some digging, Director.
Now, I heard the word space friend there.
Yes, ma'am.
200 Leonard moons within hospital now?
Not that I can see, ma'am.
Vegetable rejuvenation program?
Well, it's all going rather well. It seems your knack for chemistry prevails again, Miss Orion.
Lettuce is libertarian. Figs are fascist.
Yes, quite so, ma'am. I do enjoy a fine bit of alliteration. We're doomed.
You know, honestly, really big fan of alliteration myself. Not gonna lie. Really, really big fan of alliteration. Anyway, with all that said and done, I think... Wait, hold on a minute. I was about to wrap things up, but... Huh? Attaches to and sabotages treatment canisters. Oh, man, really? There's so many... Why is the queue on this so... Oh. All right, you know what? Let me stop... Wait, why can I prioritize photo nymphs now? You know what? What if we just turn... What if we just don't prioritize anything here and we just have some pretty chunky queues? Or just take some of the load from all of this? So what if you don't prioritize the glub bites?
A moment.
Mushy mushy, butler boy. For what reason are you owed the pleasure?
Stole my line. We have some EM pests here, and they just so happen to have your branding on them.
Listen well, you silicon trollop. If a peasant prints my name on our secret space weapons over my comments on the topology of his mother, he'll be going in the device. Now, I have a jacuzzi to break in. Goodbye.
Well, I'm happy to take that as a formal confession if you are, Director.
So, should I blast them?
Yes, maybe. Kill. The patients with industrial injuries are arriving now. I asked Ms. Orion to have a cursory glance at the chemical signatures of our patients' coatings, but, well...
Dancing boy Salazar, playing checkers with void gods. He moseys towards his termination.
Quite. Not much luck, I'm afraid, Director.
Hey, Heel. I just zapped one of those electro pests and I think I got a flashback to something really, really bad happening. Is that normal?
Oh, that's simply a scene from a horror film I watched recently. I've been experimenting with uploading my experiences to you. Nothing to fear.
Oh, okay. Sounds normal. Thanks.
Yes, you're welcome.
I love the back and forth. I really do. I'm also kind of thinking that this might need to move.
Farm recovery progression is juicy. A button for you.
Ooh, we got a reward. Beautiful. Yeah, I think this needs to move. I think this is the slightly less busy reception space here. So I think it makes sense that we have the loam gate on this side of things. So people can come out, they can check in, they can go where they want to go. It would probably make more sense if we had more reception space, but this will be fine. I think it'll just spread things out a little bit, make this a little bit less busy and a little bit less chaotic. And it might also mean that I can go in here, put this guy right here. I'm going to pause so I don't get interrupted again. And then maybe move another teleport thing up this way. I do feel like a little teleport gate right here might not be the worst thing in the world. So we can get people around a bit quicker. Now, what do we get in terms of rewards? We got another med bot, which I'm fine with. Bunch of crafting stuff as well, which is fantastic. And let me just make sure we're down to 4.9 stars. The patients aren't happy. Okay. So their mood has gotten a little bit worse. And that seems to be a congestion problem, which I guess sort of makes sense. Widen your corridors, reduce congestion. I mean, yeah, congestion's pretty bad. These queues are wild. I think we need more centrifuge rooms is kind of what I'm looking at here. That one's really not having a good time. I was going to wrap things up, but very quickly, let me copy this room. Let me come over here. It gives me a little bit of space to play with. Add 3 more tiles to make this thing spacious. So what we'll do is we'll add 3 tiles right there. We can add a door right there and then add a room upgrade. I really don't want to use hollow docks, but I'm going to use a hollow dock emitter for this one, I think, just to get the upgrade. And then what we'll do is get a human skeleton right there. I'll take this one out and I'm going to do a window just to be a bit different with this. So we'll do the window here. We will confirm. And I'm kind of wondering, can I get another one at that size? Now I could, if I had a tiny little corridor in there, which I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm also sort of thinking that it might actually be an idea to do this if I move this door. So if I go and edit room, grab the door, put the door there and confirm, and then I copy, I could put them right next to each other like this. I think I'm more inclined to do that with them, and then move the skeleton around a little bit, move the door down to here. We'll put the skeleton there, we'll confirm, and then maybe move the window as well. So you're going to be able to see into the room from the other room, but I think that's fine. It is going to force people around into this corridor, which might be a problem. It might also be an idea to move this telepad to be somewhere like here now, but I think that's okay. And I'm hoping that's going to work out really nicely for us. At the very least, it is going to give me more seating, which is only going to be a good thing because I have seen a couple of people complaining about that. So that'll cover us there. We can also go in here with some plants just to make sure the place is nicely decorated on that front.
Things are no longer real. The deep being appreciates your fertilizer work. Big veg for helping many people soon. Carrots are communists.
Some of the dialogue is just, it's really something. Didn't I give one of these rooms a hollow dock? Yeah. You know what? Demolish. As much as it'd be nice to have the upgraded thing, I think we do want to have actual staff in there.
I've received an additional formula from Ms. Orion, and apparently we should set our turbo bone roll canisters on fire. Projectile medicine should add the additional heat we need, I suppose. We don't have anything else that could serve as a flamethrower unless we're willing to declare ourselves an independent state.
Okay, so now we need to set the canisters on fire.
Incoming vegetables provided for all and joyous now. Respectfully embracing you. Hussar not required.
With appreciation for Visage, requesting now Visage help with devil elimination.
Consider peacefully a polite vegetable growing large. The joy provided for gazing and thereafter mouthful.
Carrots are communists.
Yes, and no also. Consider reduction of Visage gift intensity. We cover agonist with care for you.
I've said it before. I will say it again. I have no idea what's going on.
For jolly Galacticare reputation, divergence required, and therefore to the shaking. Please provide shaking.
More Visage undergoing a belated divergence. I'll whisper gentle words of encouragement to the staff working our centrifuges.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds... Okay, you know what? I feel like for the past 5 minutes, every time I've tried to speak, I've been interrupted. So... it's getting really annoying.
Have one of those.
I'm sure you'll get there, my lad. It's either that or you'll be driven along a maddening crusade to manifest a part of yourself which doesn't actually exist. Win-win, really. Welcome to consciousness. Oh, and stay on top of the electromagnetic pests. Don't let them touch our canisters.
Kill target confirmed.
Splendid.
Okay. Am I now going to be able to do an outro for this video, or am I just going to be interrupted again? Oh my god. Stop! I should... You know what it is? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And again, this is a little bit of like how the sausage is made. Do you want to know my problem with being interrupted constantly? Is when it comes to editing these videos, there is a system I use Adobe Premiere for my editing. There is a system in Premiere that lets you basically set one audio track as like dialogue and then set another audio track as something like music or background or whatever you want to call it, right? And I used that when I was playing Halo Infinite. I used it for, I think, Halo 5. I used it for some Starfield live stream VODs that I put up on a different channel. I've used that system many, many times for games that have dialogue, because what it does is when you set those two tracks and you set a bunch of parameters, you can say, hey, whenever the dialogue track is speaking, make the background or music or whatever track quieter. So I can press a button and it will automatically do all of that. For whatever reason, in the version of Premiere I have right now, it just doesn't work. Now, I probably do just need to reinstall and it'll probably work then. But the idea of willingly uninstalling an Adobe software and then reinstall, just the idea of having to go through that whole thing, no, I don't know. I don't know about that. But the long and short of it is that the automatic system for doing the audio ducking doesn't work. So every episode of Galacticare, and I know, God forbid I have to do my job, right? But I have to go in and manually reduce the audio, and it's just a copy and paste thing. It's a bunch of buttons, but I have to scrub through and then be like, oh, is that a point where I'm talking? Is that a point where I'm not? Is that a point where the game's like, I've paused it and I'm not doing anything, it cuts out? It's just this should be a relatively straightforward thing to record, but because I get interrupted constantly, it isn't. It's a pain. I'm having a lot of fun with it and I think it's funny and I like the characters and I hate that I'm talking over them. I don't like doing that in games like this. I like to hear what they have to say, and it's always been something I've done in this channel. I don't like to talk over voiceover stuff because I'm playing the game and I'm enjoying it and I'm wanting to share it, and that's the point, but I'm not here, it's not a one-man show. I don't know how to describe it really. It's just it's really, really frustrating. Anyway, I guess that's a very long-winded way of saying that I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.